What up, my people? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are diving into Muse by Jimin. And I know that right now you are likely on top of the world because at this point in time, Aridang is out, and I have not listened yet. I am holding back until I get through the rest of these projects I need to react to, but I'm cranking them out all morning. This may actually release after my reaction to Aridang because I'm going to edit them. I don't know if I'm going to edit them in the exact right order that I record them in. Anyways, though, I hope you're enjoying the new project. I can have a little bit of patience and wait at least a day or so to get a reaction in, because you all have waited years, so I gotta practice some patience. And with that being said, though, I'm excited to dive right into this one. Don't want to waste no time, and yeah, let's see what Jimin's got.
If I'm trying to be special, can I get closer to you? 느껴져 두근거림이 너의 손끝이 날 스쳐 지나갈 때. If I'm trying to be special, 너와 눈 맞추면 노래할 수 있게. I'll show you, baby. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, I didn't think I cared. Oh my gosh, it's not 숨겨지지 않아. 넌 나의 어둠 속 light, like 태양이 비추는 vibe. 살며시 번져가. Then I want a real good love, good love, good love. I'm trying to find that love, good love, real love. 지를 가던 하루 종일 네 생각이 떠나가지 않아. 너 모르게 한 걸음 또 두 걸음 다가가고 싶어. With you, with you, with you, with you. I will be your reason, 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 reason. 힘없 내게 닿게 to you. 하얀 구름이 스쳐가는 바람에 흩날리는 꽃잎이 우리 기다린 것만 같아. 저 문이 열리고 너와 가까워질 때 이 말을 전할게. I will be special for you, special just for you, for you, for you. I wanna be with you.
Alright, so that was the intro, Rebirth. Sonically, my main takeaway is, again, I know he's one of the singers in the group, and he has an absolutely stunning voice. Based on the tonal qualities that I heard there, he's probably a key piece to the harmonies and layers that go into their music, because those stacks in the background there, those like kind of choir-esque stacks of him, you can't just go out and, and fake those. You gotta have experience doing those with all types of sonics, because let me tell you, if you ever worked with an artist in the studio trying to harmonize, or you've watched videos of artists trying to do their layering, it's an art form in of itself. It's not just something you can be a great singer at and do. To find different notes to align to create chords out of your voice versus just a single lead is an art form of its own, and he did an amazing job with that right there. So that was the first standout in terms of sonic for me. Really light, positive voice. A few of those falsettos and flowing ranges were crazy. And I think in terms of the idea of rebirth, and I don't want to jump into what a muse could be yet, but the idea of rebirth and her providing sunlight, or sunlight being provided to him in a pitch black life, the rays shining in, really like when you find somebody who can be the apple of your eye and who can be your other half, your world. That's what they do, is they shed lightness on your darkest of moments. And so to me, I got a really positive, hey, like this is going to be the start of something new. Now, of course, I don't know his role within the band itself, so I don't want to make assumptions, but my first gut instinct was telling me, okay, like, sonically, he sounds like he probably does a lot of the backing tracks. And just knowing JK is such a prominent lead, I'd have to imagine he's one of the main lead singers. I can't imagine there's a bigger lead singer in the group than JK, when you hear songs like Standing Next to You, where it's just like, whoa. But oftentimes, with artists who are more of those backing singing tracks or secondary roles in bands, they also have a lot to say. That doesn't necessarily get said. Like, there was a band I used to work with where the younger brother of the group was always the harmonic singer and the background singer. And then he showed me some of his music that he was pursuing on his own, and I found it to be so unique and different from anything I ever heard, because he felt like he was in the shadows. And even the idea of being in the shadows, by the way, casting a light in a pitch black world, like, is he living in the shadows of other people? Again, I never want to jump to conclusions on what people are thinking, but this is why I like going in blind to these reactions, because I can just try and take the music at face value. It's great. This is the interlude Showtime, and it sounds like we're at a carnival.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's show.
All right, so Showtime. We're about to get going. So we had the Rebirth, now it's time to really see what's going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's show.
Say oh, 여러분을 위한 하모니. I say love. 자 이제 소개할게. 시작된 건 6월 12일. 행복의 선물함에. Say oh, let's talk about us. 전하지 못한 말, 숨겨왔던 너의 마음 다 전해줄 거야. 저는 고민하지 마. 우리가 함께니까 솔직해져 봐.
Let's go.
I love you, babe. 다가갈게 너에게. I love you, babe.
Yes, sir.
I want you, babe. I wanna hold your hand. I want you, babe.
Yeah, let's go. 그대로 fade away. 매일이 새롭게 이름 부를 테니 너는 편하기만 해줘. 우리가 맞춰 잼해. 느낀 대로 계속해. 바로 앞에서 말 못해도 널 위해서
I've
made a
been
band.
looking for love, and just for you.
빨라지는 속도
난 못 멈춰.
날짜도 없이 하루 종일 머리 위에 네가 떠 있어. 혹시라도 손대면 난 척 하고 터져버릴 듯이 cause of love.
Let's talk about us. 눈부신 하늘과 흩날리는 꽃들도 함께 할 거야. So tell me how you feel. 그저 느낀 그대로 너를 맡겨봐.
Let's go.
I love you, babe. 다가갈게 너에게. I love you, babe.
Yes, sir.
I want you, babe. I wanna hold your hand. I want you, babe. 막이 오르고 조명이 켜지면 모두가 제자리에 Turn up the music.
I love that clap in the back there.
시작할게 1, 2, somebody
All right, that was the Smeraldo Garden Marching Band. Please let me know in the comments if there's any significance with that I likely missed, because I'm sure there is. But my first thought I wanted to comment on is his smile is infectious. Like, that guy just breathes happiness. And the music video really characterized that in a great way. I loved the color grades. I'm also a big film person, so I really appreciate great art in terms of just cinematic views as well, not just music, but artistically, the video was shot really well, but I loved the color grades and the brightness. And the first song, Rebirth, talking about being that sunshine, that ray of light and darkness, and now you have just an influx of like, hey, let's just be happy and enjoy for a second. Now lyrically, I think I'm gonna have a bit more of a struggle with this one, understanding his background realistically, because I would say with the rappers like J-Hope, RM, and Sugar, or August D, I think with them, they really personify who they are, because I know a lot of you mentioned they're the main writers in their work and the group work and everything, so it's very clear to see, like, that's not somebody else's role. I know that a lot of this music was also co-written by a lot of other great writers, so I'm gonna try and focus a lot more into this, the overall messaging, what he's trying to say, but also the sonics. Now, speaking on the sonic front for a second, as I mentioned in the first song, the stacking was beautiful, and in this, again, unreal. Like, really, a lot of what makes a song special is building towards a moment of excitement and stripping away at a key line to then break out again, or vice versa, where it's a lot of build to cut to silence and have a powerful line speak through. Someone who's a master at that is Olivia Rodrigo, in my opinion. She does such a good job with Daniel, her producer, finding chord progressions and stuff that build to those one-liners where you're just like, wow, and then it explodes again. But in this instance, there are so many pockets he had where you'd have, like, harmonies just spike out of nowhere and a little pop into your ears, and it's infectious, the same way his smile was. I couldn't help but smile while reacting to that, and yeah, I mean, just a little bit of light is all I would say. I mean, he exuded happiness there in such a unique way that I do think a lot of the work so far has been very introspective, and he kind of, I'm enjoying the idea that it's not less introspective, but that doesn't feel like the focus of this project. The focus so far feels like smile, and he's doing it himself. Oh, my allergies are terrible today. Slow Dance with Sophia Carson.
I just wanna slow dance, baby. You can take my hand. 서두르지 마, 그저 우리 템포를 느껴. 너와 나만의 favorite song. Slow dance, 이건 마지막 romance. 언제까지나 너의 손을 놓지 않을게. 함께 부르는 favorite song. Cheek to cheek. I feel your heartbeat on mine. 따스한 멜로디. 그 리듬에 맞춰 relax your mind. 나도 모르는 그 사이에 어느새 너의 미소만 가득 찬 내 맘 숨길 수 없잖아. Come on a little closer. 내 맘의 별은 오직 너야. 오직 너야. I just wanna slow dance, baby. You can take my hand. 서두르지 마, 그저 우리 템포를 느껴. 너와 나만의 favorite song. Slow dance, 이건 마지막 romance. 언제까지나 너의 손을 놓지 않을게. 함께 부르는 favorite song. Yeah. Don't wanna rush, no, let's take it slow, yeah. Love, let me get to know you. Falling for you at the speed of light. Wait up, give it time. Baby, it's you and me. Got something so real. Oh my, you'll be closer through the night. Feel like we could touch the sky. Yeah. Couple hours, oh my God. So take my hand, because we can't get enough. What you say, baby? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Slow dance, gonna cancel in my
That's what I was waiting for.
We'll get into the tempo of our favorite song. Don't let go, keep moving along. Slow dance, we're caught up in the romance. We'll get into the tempo of our favorite
All right, so that was Slow Dance with Jimin and Sophia Carson. They sounded great together, and honestly, I kind of mouthed to myself once they started harmonizing with each other. That's what I was really waiting to see. I know she has a beautiful voice, and he clearly does as well, but what I said the first few tracks was I feel like he's a master with harmony, and was proven here, because the way they have him panned to the left ear for most of those harms, he's blending in on his own little frequencies where he's not bleeding into hers, but he's adding an extra element instead, is special. It really helps fill out a song. And look, you can have a singular lead on a song and make a great piece of art, but a lot of times it's that choir effect and the background vocals and the ad-libs that make a track infectious, where you take it from being two-dimensional to three-dimensional and you feel like you're immersed in it. And so with someone like him, I feel like that's kind of a responsibility, I feel like, in a group setting, is like, who's taking certain roles. And I haven't listened to the group, so I don't know anything yet. He could have his own lead sections very well too, of course, I'm sure he does. But his voice, the frequency range he's in, it's giving me more of an energy that is helping to fill out songs. And in this case, I'm enjoying seeing him in a lead position, but the moments that are standing out most, what I mean, like what's catching my ear the most as wow moments, are those little infectious bubbles he has where he's popping in the background and the harmonies, either on her section or his own. It just gives another layer to the music. Now, stylistically, in terms of the sonic skin, it's once again just bleeding happiness. For me, I do have a little bit of a hard time with these songs, not enjoying them, but just finding places in my life to listen. That's just me being transparent. I don't listen to a lot of just like happy-go-lucky music, because as much as I would love to have that mindset myself, I struggle with that. I kind of find peace in stress. I know that's an oxymoron and it makes no sense, but for me, I need to keep my brain actively stimulated, doing things, and a big push factor for me is feeling stressed, which isn't good. And I'm working on finding more of those happy-go-lucky moments, and I take moments to disconnect too, and I encourage you to find little parts of your life where you can take moments to disconnect and enjoy these moments as well, if you're like me. But I struggle with finding ways to incorporate some music like this into my life, because I have a hard time slowing down. And a lot of the music feels like you want to just slow down and enjoy that singular moment, is kind of the messaging. And I just struggle with that. So maybe I should try instead, let me flip the narrative, think like more of the meaning as you've seen with artists like Suga and RM, and say, let me flip the perspective, and why don't I say, you know what, instead of saying, I don't know where I could fit this into my life, I'm going to say instead, I'm going to find a place to fit this into my life. And that's what I'll do instead. Alright, so this is Be Mine.
Moving, coming, loving, yeah, yeah, yeah. Moving, coming, loving, yeah, yeah, yeah. Moving, coming, loving, yeah, yeah, yeah. 뜨거운 island, 둘만의 party, yeah. I know what you want, and baby, I want the same.
No stacks in the back are clean.
Ways to keep falling. 어차피 우린 연결된 DNA. Baby come, show me what love is. Yeah, yeah. 뜨겁게 녹여줘, 뜨겁게 빨리. Lovers come and go, in and out of my heart. 빠져들수록 깊어만 가는 걸. 영원히 이대로 널 가질 수 있다면. I want you to be mine. I want you to be mine. I want you to be mine. Coming, loving, yeah, yeah, yeah. I want you to be mine. Coming, loving, yeah, yeah, yeah. I want you to be mine. Coming, loving, yeah, yeah, yeah. I want you to be mine. I want you to be mine. I want you to be mine. Don't need to worry. Just follow my lead. 내가 네 맘에 더 가득 찰 수 있게.
There again.
Baby, come, show me what love is. Yeah, yeah. 뜨겁게 녹여줘, 뜨겁게 빨리. Lovers come and go, in and out of my heart. 빠져들수록 깊어만 가는 걸. 영원히 이대로 널 가질 수 있다면. I want you to be mine. I want you to be mine. I want you to be mine. Coming, loving,
This one was brilliant. All right, so that was Be Mine, and I will say outright, that was definitely my favorite of the project so far, and one of the most addicting tracks I've heard in my journey so far. I love Latin music, or in this case, like a Spanish guitar, because you can't resist the urge to just want to get up and dance. Like, it's addicting. It just grabs you and pulls you in such a unique way, and in the instance of this song, it had a lot of elements that stand out. The first one I want to touch on, I am sure this song in a live environment would go crazy, because it's just fun, and there's so much room for alteration within the production. So you had great Spanish guitar. The swing of the drums was crazy, but the instrumentation of the drums sounded like live instruments. It didn't sound like automated kick drums and snares. It felt like you had a real percussion group there. That live always hits so much harder because there's more room to experiment. You have the change on the B side of the song where they go from the Spanish guitar, they cut that, and they switch to more of a keys piano type of set, in a little bit of a change in the harmonics, and keep the drum swing. So rather than slowing down entirely, they keep a little bit of the rhythm chugging along so you don't lose track of the beat, but they give you a little switch in the style of the sound, and it makes you just kind of appreciate what he's saying from a different angle. And third, the idea of getting lost in song with somebody, getting lost in the moment. I had a harder time with the last one because I'm not a happy-go-lucky person. Like, I struggle with just being super positive. And I know I emulate that on the channel, reminding you all, but I've always been somebody who I'm the type of friend for my friends who's terrible. I'm terrible at taking my own advice. So I've always been good at helping people with their own problems, but I share similar problems. I just can't do it for myself. And I'm working on that. And this channel and this music's helping me do that. And the comments, the way you guys engage with me is helping me with that as well. But on the front of this, I felt like it was similar to the last song in the meaning of enjoying that moment, but a little more introspective of let's enjoy this moment while we have it. Not like let's just enjoy every moment. And so that resonated with me. I can see a million ways I'd incorporate this. Oh, and I meant to mention too, the other reason I loved it was his ability to stack vocals, as I've been mentioning, has really been a standout front. But on this one, there was a certain subtlety to it, where he was stacking the tracks and the vocals, but more in that like whisper tone, the moving, dun dun yeah, like all that stuff was kind of very selective and staccato, so it just like filled the space right. And then what I kept loving was they would do like, almost they were panning it to cut back to center and vice versa. So you'd have those little changes in the three-dimensional like wavelength where you could almost feel the song pulling in and pushing out, which in dance is important, of course, because it's all movements. So for me, that was definitely my favorite track so far. I've enjoyed them all, but I feel like that one provided the most, not relatability, the most, I'm blanking on the word, but that's the one that I feel like incorporates best into my life cycle, that I will definitely be incorporating more into my day-to-day listens. And I gotta hear that live. That one was, I'm sure live it'll go crazy. All right, now we got Who, another music video.
Never met, but she's all I see at night. Never met, but she's always on my mind. Wanna give her the world and so much more. Who is my heart waiting for? If every day I think about her, yeah, every day of my life, then tell me why I haven't found her. Why? So many people that say places to go. We still haven't found the love. We never met, but she's all I see at night. Never met, but she's always on my mind. Wanna give her the world and so much more. Who is my heart waiting for? I'll take her places they ain't found, yeah. I'll put it all on the line. I'll be there so much she can count on. 1, 2, 3, 4,
All right, that was Who. A bunch of different meanings to that one I want to touch on. First of which is sonically, I loved it. Another fast guitar, but not Spanish, more a little like classic, more classic pop from like early 2000s in terms of the way he's singing on it and the meaning of the song. Early JT, Ryan Tedder-esque with early One Republic before they really went fully pop. And so I thought that was a beautiful track in terms of the production and style because it's a classic. Like that, I'm sure has done really well for him, similar to the one before. Those two stand out the most to me that I would listen to on a frequent basis. Now, I also want to mention that the choreography I enjoyed. I've mentioned on a lot of Blackpink reactions that I enjoy when the girls incorporate choreography into their videos because that's clearly a part of their roots, and on the solo work when they can bring that in as well. It's almost like, you know what, reassuring to the original fans and stuff and to the new fans that like this is a big part of their storyline. Choreography is it's lost in a lot of Western music these days. And then when people do it like Machine Gun Kelly this year, like they almost got a little bit of like roasting for like Machine Gun Kelly's dancing now. And it's like, bro, if he wants to dance, let him do it. It's cool. And so the way they had the girl group and the guy group kind of lost dancing in different patterns, intertwining, walking past each other, but not finding each other totally is cool. Because he's talking about in the song, like, have I walked past you? Like, who are you? It was beautiful. Really a classic type of hit. Fun dance energy with deeper meaning. And that's right up there with Be Mine for me. I'd say those two so far are my favorites in terms of the tracks. From a musical standpoint of just, like, enjoying the messaging, the music all together, all encompassing. But I've enjoyed everything so far. And I believe closer than this is the outro, if I recall correctly.
자, 그럼 어떻게 보면 이것도 진짜 팬송이네요.
지금 우리가 이별하는 게 아니고 잠깐 그냥 못 볼 뿐이지.
중간에 베이비 돈 워리가 되게 많이 나와서
그러니까
되게 좋은 것 같아요.
걱정하지 말라고 그냥.
Baby don't worry now.
가사 써본 거 녹음 시작.
So he wrote this one, I assume.
너도 기억하니 우리 첫 만남이 수줍고 어색했던 그때 문득 돌아보니 어느새 여기까지 함께 걸어왔던 거야. 때론 넘어져 울기도 하고 서로의 어깨에 토닥여주고 눈물로 겨울 저 바라보며 서로의 이름을 불러줬지. 6월 13일 그날부터 오늘의 지금까지 너와 나 Even if you're not here 같은 자리에 always Don't have to worry now. 잠시 손을 놓지만 작은 쉼표일 뿐인걸. Just call my name out loud. 다시 보랏빛 물들 그날. Cause anytime you want me, I'll be right here where you call me, I'll be. Can never let you go, never let you go. Whenever you need me, I'll be. If you believe me, I'll be. I will never let you go, never let you go. 비가 내리면 비 맞으며 노래하던 그때 기억할게. 눈이 내리면 눈 맞으며 웃어주던 널 촉하며 다시 만날 봄날에 못다한 얘길 전할게. My love, my baby, 영원히 네 곁에. 이거분 하나, right. 두근거려 지금도 하나의 맘. 잠깐 눈을 감아 눈앞에 서 있을게. Oh, Don't have to worry now. 잠시 손을 놓지만 작은 쉼표일 뿐인걸. Just call my name out loud. 다시 보랏빛 물들 그날. Cause anytime you want me, I'll be right here where you call me, I'll be. Can never let you go, never let you go. Whenever you need me, I'll be. If you believe me, I'll be. I will never let you go, never let you go. 하나된 맘으로 두드리면 그 웃음으로 문을 열어줘. 멈췄던 시간이 돌아오면 Baby I come back for you. 다시 하나 될 그날에 let you go. Never let you go. 더 크게 부르자 이 노래 다시 하나 될 수 있게. I will never let you go. Never let you go. 더 크게 부르자 이 노래 다시 하나 될 그날에. Never let you go. Never let you go. 더 크게 부르자 이 노래 다시 하나 될 수 있게. I will never let you go. Never let you go.
All right, so that was closer than this. 1 second. I swear, I'm not just teary-eyed. It's also I got a fan blowing on me and I have allergies. But I am a little teary-eyed too, I'm not gonna lie. Scratch everything I said about the other two songs being my favorite because this was beautiful. For me, this journey has already been so magical and so beautiful, and I totally understand the reason as to why they are so successful because they're all such brilliant human beings. And the work is amazing and the art is beautiful. But the familial bond between you all and the group itself is second to none. I mean, it's so amazing because you see fans of musicians grow attached to them. That's natural. There's parasocial relationships that exist amongst artists and their fans. But the reason those are referred to as parasocial is because it doesn't always feel like the artist actually connects with the fan that way back. Like, it feels like it's almost a one-way relationship, and this is so far from that. And this song is not only a thank you, but a reminder that they're not going anywhere. And now I'm here with Aridang out, and I haven't listened yet, and I'm so excited to. But I'm here at a stage where this comeback has happened. You all have been waiting for years for them to be back together, making music. And the way they all left their stories open, for you all to say it's not over, like we're not going anywhere, we'll be back soon. It's just really special. And look, as I mentioned multiple times throughout here, to avoid Sonics for a second, but just to focus on that happy-go-lucky mentality that he just emulated Joy to me. The second he came on the screen, there was something about his smile that was so addicting. And there are certain people I'm sure you could think of in your life that I have in mind too, where when you're around them, you just get good energy. And again, I will acknowledge a lot of those people do have their own struggles where they keep that to themselves. But somehow I have certain friends in my life that anytime I'm with them, I just can't help but smile more. That's what he emulates. And it's a source of light. And where I see J-Hope as a beacon of hope, and I see Suga as the same, where he can allow you to be a little bit of it's okay to have those hard moments we all do. I see RM portray a more peaceful mindset of, hey, like, just take a step back and slow down and breathe. With JK, I see power in the voice and his tonal qualities and the strength to try new avenues, put it all out there, being confident. They all represent different emotions of life that we all have within ourselves. And so I'm so excited to hear the group all together to best understand exactly how they work together. But this was a beautiful homage to their fan base, to you all. To their strength, seeing the moments that they share with you of all the recorded behind the scenes clips of what was taking place, the storyline, the touring, the connection they all share. It's real. You cannot fake those things. Again, that's why I've really enjoyed going into this blind and just getting to learn without perspective from insights from others, just off the music itself, because the music speaks volumes. And when there's great music, it always should speak volume, no matter who wrote the songs, who sings the songs. There's just a certain thing about true artistry like this that shines through. And this song was different. It was so special. He is such a bright light. And I can't wait to see more from him in the group and the entire group as a whole. I know this is going to be a very moving project for me. Everything's already been so moving for me and so inspiring, and help me change my mindsets. And as we continue on this journey, you'll continue to see me grow and adapt. And I hope you all can grow and adapt too with me. And remind yourselves that in life, you have to grow from experience. Each one of these albums I will continue to listen to, and as my perspective on life changes, my perspective on these songs will change. That's why a lot of times I ask you, let me know where you were at when you first listened to this song, because I'm sure Your favorite song today is different than your favorite song 6 months ago, even on the same project, because you found a greater appreciation for certain works. Every piece of music can be interpreted differently. That's why when you go to a museum and you look at art on the wall, the artist isn't standing there telling you what they intended to. It's up to you to interpret it the way you want and find your own meaning with it. So this was brilliant. I love the way he paid homage to all of his fans and to all of you all, reminding you, saying, like, no matter where I am, you can always call to me, and vice versa. It's such a familial bond. It's so special. I'm so grateful you all have really welcomed me into this sort of journey and inspired me to keep going with it and to learn more and encouraging me, because you're also known as a very protective fan base, which is something I've highlighted as very cool, because a lot of fan bases can do that in a mean way, and you guys have been so kind with your words and your thoughts. Even when I've said things that are incorrect, you've all said so politely what I got wrong and corrected me in a way that wasn't mean and discouraged me. I've really not felt discouraged at all to keep going and all throughout this journey. And I work in social media, so I know how prevalent it is to find, like, it's a lot easier to find mean people online than it is to find nice people. And somehow I've found a lot of you who are really great people. And so with that, I just want to say thank you again. I have just Jin left. I've now listened to JK, then I listened to RM, then I listened to Jack in the Box by J Hope, then I got August D and Sugar, his project D-Day, Jimin. I had V in there as well for Layover. All I have left is Jin. Jin, I'm sorry, you are last, but certainly not least, I'm sure. I'm excited to hear what you have to offer. But after that, I believe I have like 1 or 2 other tracks to listen to. I'm not sure I'll post those reactions, but I was highly advised to listen to Aridang, the original song. I believe their album is based off of an original, more folklore song. So I want to understand the meaning there so I can better grasp the point of the album. I have to watch the trailer to the new album. I'm not going to react to that necessarily online because I don't think you all really want to see that. And if you do, let me know in the future, because I'll post stuff like that. I really want to find over the coming weeks and months and years more ways to provide content for you all that's not just reacting to the music, but creating more conversation around it. I find those moments really deeper, more introspective as well. I also have been considering a series where I post like 1 week laters, where I come back and just give a little synopsis of my thoughts after having time to digest an album more, because my perspective on RMs the first day I listened versus now is entirely different. A lot of similarities, but as it's growing on me, I better grasp things. And I think that we could have useful conversation talking about those moments. I'm considering starting a Discord so we can actually communicate. And if you all want to message me, we can do that too. Because right now, as you probably been able to tell, I don't post other places on social media. It's just this YouTube account. I don't have an Instagram. I'm doing stuff, no TikTok, nowhere else for this style of content. It's just here. So I'd love to create a way to open the line of communication, because right now I'm spewing a lot to you. I'm getting comments back. I'm working to respond to all the comments, but I love streamlining conversation. There are a few of you already who I've had a bunch of conversations with back and forth on these videos. And as I've mentioned to you all who have had those convos with me, like, it means a lot to me. I can tell it means a good amount to you as well. And I want to further those bonds. Social media is meant for social connection. So with that being said, this was Muse, Jimin's project, and that last song, that'll have a grip on me forever. I mean, that was surreal. So congrats on your comeback. I know you all have been waiting on this. You've been fighting for this. You've been praying for this, and you all deserve it. I hope you enjoy Aridang. I hope you've enjoyed everything they've been doing so far. I hope you all get to see them at some point in life, real life, again sometime soon on a tour, and you get to fully enjoy all that makes BTS so special. I'm just getting started. We're just scratching the surface, and I cannot wait to learn more. So thank you again. Talk soon.